It's time for the spacewalk. All right, today I'm going to send you on a spacewalk. So here are the materials that you're going to need for this lesson. First, get a piece of paper. I have a note card, but it could be any similar sized piece of paper. And I also have 3 coins. These are optional. And a peppercorn, which is what goes into a pepper grinder to go with your salt and pepper. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to draw the 8 planets in order. And this entire model is to scale, so it is a mathematically accurate representation of the distances between the planets. Now obviously when we see them all lined up together on a piece of paper or in a book or on the internet, that is not correct. The purpose of today's lesson is to really open your mind and get you outside and go for a walk to see exactly how far apart the planets really are. So we're going to start with the first one, which is Mercury, and we're just going to put a tiny little dot. It is one of the terrestrial planets, which means rocky and Earth-like, and I'm going to write Mercury. The second planet is a little bit bigger, but smaller than the peppercorn, which is Venus. Earth, we're going to make about that size. And of course you could add color for these and make Earth blue and Venus kind of yellow. Mars is smaller than the Earth, so we'll put Mars there. That would be a reddish color if you wanted to color it. Now, if these were really to scale, these Jovian gas giant planets would be way, way off the paper, but you'll find that out when you actually go for the walk in a minute. So I'm going to draw a nice big circle here. For Jupiter, the largest planet, is a nickel. The next one, leave room for the rings, is Saturn, the second biggest. We can give that a little ring. And then Uranus and Neptune are a little bit smaller than those other two. Oh, I can't even really fit them on here, but that's okay. You get the idea. So we're going to label these Jupiter. Give it the big red spot. Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now what we have to do is write down how many paces or how many steps apart are these in real life when we go outside and walk. So I'm going to write in those numbers, and your job right now is to copy this card and include the numbers that I'm going to add. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot the solar system. Sol means sun. I have to include the biggest of them all. Let me see if I can squeeze in the edge of it over here. There is the sun. So it is huge. So I'm going to write in sun. Now we're going to go outside and walk through these in a scale model to see how far apart they would really be, because obviously they're not all crammed together on a card. So when you start at the sun, and I'll model this in a minute, you are going to walk 10 paces to get to Mercury, and then stop and look at Mercury and say, wow, that's really small. Venus is 9 paces after Mercury. To get to the Earth, walking away from the sun, you're going to go 7 more paces to get there. There's actually quite a big distance between Earth and Mars, because it's going to take you 14 paces to get all the way to Mars. Now for Jupiter, this is what's mind-blowing about this activity. When you go out to Jupiter, the gas giants are way, way out there. You are going to have to go 95 steps until you get to that nickel-sized Jupiter, way, way out there in the solar system. For Saturn, this is going to blow your mind too. You have to go 112 more paces after Jupiter to get to Saturn. To get to Uranus, hold on, you're going to have to go 249 additional steps after Saturn to get to Uranus. And Neptune, it's called for a reason. It is 281 paces out there after Uranus. All right, here we are. We are at the sun. So we are going to start right here, and man, is it bright and hot over here by the sun. We're going to walk 10 paces to get to Mercury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, Mercury, that wasn't very far. Pretty close to the sun. Let's go to Venus. 9 more paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, here we are at Venus. It's just that little speck away from the sun. Let's head on out to Earth. 7 more paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there it is. It actually takes light from the sun almost 7 minutes to get here. So that's actually very far. Now we're heading to Mars. 14 more paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, Mars, we're getting pretty cold out here, but that's it for the terrestrial planets. So we are going to have to proceed this way through the asteroid belt to get to Jupiter, but it is a whopping 95 paces away. So let's go through the asteroid belt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So I can barely see the sun from here, but Jupiter, that's it. Everything else out here is just emptiness and space. Now keep in mind, Jupiter is traveling in an orbit all the way around the sun way over there. But let's keep going to Saturn, 112 paces from here. $111, $112. All right, we have made it to Saturn. I can't really even see the sun anymore, but we are way out here in space. But we still need to keep going to Uranus, 249 steps away from this point. Let's go. $248, $249. We have made it to Uranus. And wow, we are really far out here. And this is it. This is how big it is compared to if the sun were about a beach ball way back there in front of East Hall. So it is incredibly cold out here. And again, try to imagine if you were orbiting that statue way, way, way back there. The orbital path of Uranus is insanely huge, but we still have to go all the way out to Neptune. Could you imagine trying to find these things in the night sky if you were back there on that peppercorn with a telescope and you were looking for this little dot that's moving? It's incredible that people could even see something this far away that is that small. Let's go to Neptune, 281. Right there for Neptune, 281 additional steps away. I want you guys to go outside and try this yourself. Please do not go anywhere that is near a highway like where I am. Make sure you have your parents' permission for any trips that you're doing. Maybe you want to take your dog with you. But this is a beautiful day for a walk. I hope you guys get outside and can appreciate exactly how far apart these planets really are. Thank you guys for watching. Have fun. Go out there and walk it yourself.